Hello, Whiskey Fork, or something along those lines. It's not my line. Haha! uh, how is everyone this evening? Really good to see you all. I was in the chat earlier, sawing Daniel and Mark and everyone in there for about half hour, so that's cool. How is my audio? That would be the main question. You know what live streams are like. Audio is a nightmare. So yeah, a big thumbs up from that would be really, really good. I haven't done live for so long. It's very, very strange and weird setup. You should see the getup I got in here. Tell you what, I'll take a little picture from my phone. I'll put it on Instagram later. Do a selfie one. Yeah. Yep, that just happened. Cool. Brilliant. So yeah, thank you everybody for coming. Paul Gibbs, hi, how you doing? Mino, how you doing? Dom, how you doing? McCallan, the Doc, hi, how you doing? Looking forward to seeing you in a couple of months. Daniel Vermass, you've been in the longest. Baggy, good to see you. Andy Dude, good win for West Brom the other day, wasn't it? Nice. Beat the old West Ham. Greg, hi, Greg, how are you? Good to see you in. And Luna, I believe, somewhere. Let me just quickly scroll up on the old chat. There you are. Just popping in, say a quick hello. Chris is really popular. Thanks, Luna. Good to see you. Right. Let's start off with what I wanted to slightly discuss. What are you looking for? What are you looking for in whiskey? And that brings me on to like my journey, I guess. I wanted to start off sort of talking about what you're sort of looking for in the finishes as such. So like sherry cask and peat cask or not peat cask. Well, you can get peat cask, but adding peat. Or are you a purist and you only want juice straight off the still into an ex-bourbon barrel and that's it, done. It's an interesting thing, and I think an interesting topic, especially. I mean, I've been drinking whiskey now for about a year, just over a year now. So it's whereas it's led me to here. I've got some samples here that I'm going to pour. I'm going to start off with this one because this one Luna gave me, as well as the other one in that other bottle. But this is Springbank 12 cask strength, the 2018 version, so it's 50-50 bourbon ish, maybe. I don't know what's written there, but yeah. Now, Springbank's one of these ones where obviously it's considered some of the sort of pinnacle of whiskey, maybe. I don't know whether that's a correct term or analogy for it. But yeah, I mean, obviously, all you guys in here, you know, like, I'm pretty sure most of you like major Springbank fans, and yeah, I mean, I tried this before, and especially this cask strength one. I was unsure about it, to be honest. So I mean, it's only a sample, and again, like we say, a sample is a date, but a bottle is a relationship. But yeah, my date's not gone well with the Springbank 12 cask strength, to be honest. I mean, it's not a bad whiskey. Don't get me wrong, but it's not lighting me up for what it is. But yes, nice nose. There's a bit of fruitiness. Guessing that funk that we all talk about. Saying that's lovely. Yeah, so that I mean, it's good. It's a good whiskey. Don't get me wrong. That high ABV with the, carries the flavour really well, and really, really nice, really nice. But yeah, what I mean, when I first started, I was looking more at I think peated whiskey, because I think when you're coming in from it from an outside perspective, peat is sort of especially from my point of view, it was considered like the pinnacle as such. And like, if you don't like peated whiskey, then you don't like whiskey as such. And then obviously coming into it, and I started progressing through. Ended up there's like a massive following for sherry bombs, you know. So you Glenfarclas 101s, you Glendronachs, all that sort of thing. I'm looking at you. I notice you're in Alan, whiskey friend. Yeah, that Glendronach 12 still better. But yeah, it's an interesting thing that you, especially coming in from the outside, you see all these different aspects of whiskey, and it's such a minefield that I just wondered, what are you actually, you know, looking for in that in the whiskey world? I mean, you guys, I mean, our Baggy and Greg, you guys have been drinking for a hell of a lot longer than most people, I'd imagine. But I mean, are you looking for stuff still, or have you decided, right, okay, well, that's the style I really enjoy? And like, is anything new coming out that you think is so much different to anything now? I don't know, but it's the journey that I'm on, and it just seemed an interesting point, you know, that I've rambled on about. So, so let's go into the comments, see what you're all saying about it. Really, let's scroll up. I'm not on StreamYard, so I can see nice stuff. Freddie's in Whiskey Program. How you doing, Freddie? Mark Slinger, I've definitely, yeah, wonderful man. We're gonna get on to your stuff, Mark. Alan's in. So Greg's looking for quality, originality, consistency, integrity in production, marketing, lots of things. So there's no flavour in that, Greg. So you're looking like above and beyond anything else like that. Be careful with whiskey presents from Luna. Make sure there's no. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Took me half a bottle with a Springbank 12 to get it. Okay, yeah, cool. Don't get the funk. Yeah, this. I mean, that's a divided one. Now I've got. Luna sent me the local barley. And I found this a lot more enjoyable than the cask strength 12. And I found it very reminiscent of Glen Scotia. Now, if you've watched some of my videos with Toby, we done the whole range, core range. So very much is in my palate as such, that that I have a reference to. So that local barley definitely kicks into that Campbelltown Glen Scotia sort of, essence, and maybe the so-called funk comes across in the Glen Scotia as well, and then that sort of leads me to the Springbank. So interesting how it's journeyed that way. So yeah, Greg's trying to keep up with what's coming next. So I mean, that's a major thing as well. Whiskey's always full of surprises, even after 24 years. Yeah, cool. Mark Slinger saying he's enjoying trying the single cask expressions from Glen Moray, as they're great value, sub 50 quid. Yep. Yep, we'll get to them. Flavours a lot, yeah, concept. And our Baggy will drink anything, and if he likes, he'll go looking for it. Okay. Alan just trying to try as many integrity tasty bottles from distillers. I'm yet to try that. So I mean that's the key from us. I mean, I'm like you guys. I'm looking at these integrity things, how distillers produce, and in fact, it leads me. I've been reading a lot today. I know reading, right? Who would have thought? Um, but there's a guy called Stephen James. He writes Rum Diaries blog, and I was reading a lot about the GI for saving Barbados rum. So basically, they want to set out a couple of rules that right, it's got to be made with Barbados water. It's got to be oak casks, which is a bit of I think the most contentious point of what they want. And it's got to be aged in Barbados, so all the barrels stay in there. And then only then can it be called a Barbados rum. So I think that's the integrity part that I think we're looking for. That just you have these things, and I think it translates to whiskey as well. So, and obviously Scotland has their own GI, so to be called Scotch whiskey in the EU, I think you have to have a certain criteria, which is those exact things, but based in Scotland and not Barbados. But Barbados whiskey, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think my journey so far has been pretty crazy, and yeah, I don't know what I'm looking for in whiskey. That's probably the main thing as well. I mean, I'm trying, exploring whiskey is fantastic, but there's never going to be an end. So it's all you can do is just explore, I think, and that's definitely what I'm going to do. But yeah, I mean, what do you look for in a sherried whiskey, for instance? My big old sherry bombs, I guess. Do you like subtle? Do I like subtle with sherry, or do I like heavy sherry? So obviously the Kilkerran 8 is a massive sherry thing. Sherry hit. The Glendronach 18 is a big sherry bomb. Glenfarclas 101. Abunda. That's a great, lovely load of sherry on there as well. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm searching for. I think, from my personal point of view, I'm searching for those big sherry hits, and I think the lesser sherried stuff, only maybe finished briefly, sherry cask, doesn't really appeal to me that much. So I'm looking for those big, bold flavors. I think that's what my overall impression of whiskey is, and I think especially coming in, only spending a year and a bit on whiskey properly, because my palate's not as refined as maybe a lot of other people's, and I'm still learning and trying to get out flavors and stuff like that. Got my book, which has been good, which I'm doing the videos on. So I'll write down my notes a bit later on. But I think I'm looking, for that sherry punch. I think I'm looking for the big, bold flavors rather than subtleness at the moment. Now, maybe in the future I will be, more in tune to finding those subtle flavors and picking out the pineapples, or what's on this one. Honeycomb and pepper and watercress. I mean, picking out watercress from a whiskey, God knows. God knows how to do it. Yeah. That's actually quite nice. I'm quite enjoying that today. What are you guys saying about sherry? Let's have a look. Depends on moments, Chris. Sometimes I was searching current sherried whiskey as a efficient sherry bomb. About whiskey is it to me, it's by far the most versatile of spirits, more than cognac and vin. What do you mean wine? Me no. Or gin. Okay, gin. Okay, I didn't read down. That's silly. Oh, we got Matt from Ear Whiskey. Hi, Matt. How are you doing? Probably see you on your live stream. Matt's live stream tomorrow night, everyone. Open mic night, I believe, as well. Don't want to see me 2 nights in a row. That sherry bomb, deep rich flavors, long finish. Yep. From Dom. Our baggy saying he doesn't like an overpowering sherry punch in his whiskey. Our baggy, do you reckon that is from like from now, or when you were younger you preferred it? Well, back then it was probably, I don't know. And yeah, I mean that overall sentiment of big heavy punches leads you to peat and the smoky stuff. Now, like I said before, it seemed that the heavy, powerful stuff was, it's because it's so impactful. It's a, the peat needs to be in a young sort of cask. I'm looking up there at I've got a 5-year-old Bunnahabhain peated up there. I'm just tweaking my memory and stuff like that. Old Baggy was never younger. That's harsh, Alan. Harsh. Maybe fair, but harsh. But yeah, because of things like Lafroig and Lagavulin and Ardbeg and that Brookladdick. I mean that's I just had an Octomore sent to me by David Evans recently, and yeah, really nice. Like a smoky, hit to it, and a bit more vegetal than I sort of thought about before. Definitely different to other Islays that I've had. But yeah, it's one of those another. It's a big, punchy, packing flavour punch, and I think that's what, again, in your first years of drinking whiskey, I think that's what I am looking for at the moment. Whereas the sort of more delicate stuff is just not, my palate can't appreciate it. I mean, I appreciate it what it is. I mean, over in Germany, I think Jez from the London Whisky Club gave me got me to buy a 11-year-old Linkwood, and I think that was really, really nice. But I think it was maybe I was out of my depth with some of that whiskey, to be honest, and which is maybe why I like bourbon as much, because it's not complicated as such. There are some that are complicated, but a lot of the time they're not, are they? So I mean, they're the same: vanilla, caramel, and sweetness, and yeah, big hit. If you've got higher ABV. I think Menno mentioned it earlier that with the Armagnacs, cognacs, and things like that. Again, I think I like them as well because they're, again, not maybe as complex as some whiskies can be. Definitely with cognac, it can be quite complex, but there's still very much a grapey element to them. And then, yeah, anything other than that, it's a bit, different. So yeah, what are you guys looking for in a peaty whiskey? I mean, do you like a peaty and a sherry? I mean, again, Ebhead. I don't know why he's not in tonight. Thanks, Rolf. bought in. Gave me a 11-year-old Bunnahabhain peated sherry one, and that was really nice. Maybe it was the day I tasted it or whenever it was, but for me that sticks into my head as being my favourite whiskey so far, which is, you know, quite a statement, really. I mean, I don't know how much you can go to that. Done. So I'll save that one actually. So what's Peat? Wonderful sherried whiskey, Old Pulteney 30-year-old, Gordon MacPhail bottling. Malt gave it 10 in a review. I am forever young. Nice. Daniel Vermaas, Peat is just a layer. It certainly is just a layer. But yeah, that's it. But it's such a big layer, isn't it? I mean, it's such a key element in a peated whiskey, an Islay whiskey, the peated ones. Peat baggy. Nice. Yeah, Dom saying anything peat is good with me, but peated portwoods also sit well. Ah, nice. Portwood, that's another one, isn't it? That portwood finish. I got the Glendronach portwood finish, and that was nice. The neck pour and everything like that was really good. And then I left it for quite a while. I bought the Hazelburn 14-year-old Oloroso, which is another sherry bomb. But that's gone weird, not weird, but that's different now. It's like an old leathery, dirty. Oh yeah, that's good, that one. But yeah, the portwood just flattened out. The port sort of disappeared, and I didn't really enjoy it towards the end, which is a shame because it was a nice, relatively expensive bottle. Know me, you'll understand that I don't really spend a lot on whiskey, and £50 is pretty much my limit on most bottles. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough thing. I mean, there's so many different styles. I think, yeah, what Greg has said, but combination. I mean, it's all about that experimentation, I guess, as well, and wood, and it's it's overwhelming sometimes. I don't know if that makes sense, but especially for somebody, yeah, you can't come into it and think this is good advice for anybody new coming into whiskey. You can't come into the world of whiskey thinking that you're going to find the best one and then stick with it, because it's never going to happen. It's definitely, I think that's what it is. There's so many different things. Who we got here now? Andy. Andrew. Sorry, Andrew. From Prestige Liquids has joined us. Thank you very much for coming in. Good morning. Or good evening. On this one. Let's try it. We'll put this in a different glass, because we'll see. And I might only put a little bit in. This is a Glenmorangie exclusive, distillery exclusive, single cask, bottled in 2019, distilled in 2010, so 9 years old. Masala cask finish. A little bit in there. Now, Mark Slinger sent me these. He's very close by. Just spilled that all down me. Oh man, what a wally. And yeah, was very generous and kind enough to send me these 2 sample bottles. Thank you again, Mark. Brilliant as always. Yeah, masala cask finish. I mean, it's I think I can sort of see it in this light. Seems a bit sort of that winey masala-y hint, I guess. But Yeah, it's not a bad nose, quite sweet. But yeah, it's what 57.8. So it's got a good kick in it. But I watered this down. I kept adding drops and drops and drops until ironically the last drop. Um, yeah, I can't get on with it, which is weird. Because the sweeter stuff I normally quite like, which I'm big into Diplomatico Reserva at the moment. Because it's such a cracking rum. I know it's got sugar in it and colouring, but it's really, really nice, like old leathery, rummy, sugary, sweet, and it's nice, proper good. It's good on a winter's day. But this Masala cask, from Glen Moray, Moray, yeah, it's because it's so. I think it's well, obviously it's really new. I mean, I think Greg's saying he doesn't know this one, but it's yeah, I'm not sure it's worked, and I think Mark. Yeah, Mark's saying he sent the sample because they knew I like sweet or sweat. It's yeah, stupid autocorrect. Yeah, I love that sweaty man smell. Love it. It's like rubbing your face in a big hairy chest of sweaty man when you've been at the beach. Added sun cream. Lovely. It's no, it's not, but it's it's nice. It's not bad. It's not bad, but I personally wouldn't buy it. However, Mark also sent me the other distillery exclusive, which is distilled 2002, bottled 2017, cask strength again 52.4%. So 13.5 years in a bourbon barrel, and then 18 months in virgin oak. So it's got that sort of vanilla sort of stuff in it. A little bit of that. But this one definitely worked. And I think, again, it was Mark will agree. I think this was Mark's favourite as well. Hmm. Oh, really nice. So I find myself, you know, looking at more and more just bourbon and ex-bourbon cask stuff. And I bought an Altmore Glenlivet one from Cadenheads. Cask strength stuffs, and that again, that's just bourbon hogshead. That's it. 288 bottles, 6.6%. And again, that. And I had not an Altmore. What did I have? It might be another Altmore actually. I can't remember what it was. But again, starting to look at more and more non-sherried stuff. So it's interesting how journey progresses. But yeah, let's have a look. I think we all like that sweaty man thing, didn't we? And then also mention anything slightly that, and Luna pops up, doesn't she? That's always good. Why is everybody so worried about the KK8? Interesting. Have you tried the Kilkerran 8 Minnow? I know you've put it's good, rich, complex, and delivers so much. I don't know. Yeah. So Luna. Oh no, no sweat. Mark Slinger's laughing. Drink at the island. Oh no, must be something else. I don't know. Comments are difficult, aren't they? Yeah, and then Luna. Great to share your experience with sweaty Manchester. Mark, I brought the last 4 bottles. Mark Slinger, you're a star, aren't you? Last 4 bottles at £45 for a single cask. I can see why you bought it all. It's really nice, actually. It is really nice. I saw Alan earlier was on like, if you want to go further in whiskey, you need to up your budget of £50. That's another part of it, isn't it? What else am I looking for? You know, that's unfortunately part of my thing. Is sub 50 quid is damn, yeah, is what I can do. All I can do at the moment. If my wife is sitting over, she is smiling at me now. Yeah, if I spent anything over £50, I think she wouldn't be happy. That would be unfortunate. As long as I spend £50 on her, she just mutters. Which I occasionally have been known to do. Occasionally. Probably not as much as I do. Off of excuse. Yeah, that one's really nice. I like the bourbon and oak influence. There's the vanilla-ness. Villainous. Subject to it. Nice. Probably the remnants of the Springbank in there as well. I'll clear a bit of water out from that one. Cool. Lovely bit of water. Sorry, chest hair filtered. Oh god, I've opened something up again there, haven't I? Mark gave each bottle to one of my sons. Keep going, bro. Luna's long lost daughter. Oh dear. Buy less from time to time. Buy an expensive one, but great value. A good point, Greg. I'm really into Caden heads at the moment. I really like the independent bottling stuff. I think like Mark, where Mark's getting this sort of exclusive distillery stuff and like single cask stuff, then what Caden heads are doing as well. I've actually have 4 bottles of Caden heads, which is the most out of all my whiskies. I've got the 2 blends, Cadenhead blends. That's another thing. That's crazy. Yeah, and yeah, another 2. But yeah, but they're quality and they're less. I picked them up all for less than £50. I got them at auction. Don't tell Stephen at Cadenhead, London. But yeah, I got them at auction all for less than £50. So they're all really, really nice. But great value and great whiskey, which is definitely the answer to that, Greg. Many are saying yes, he's got that Kilkerran 8-year-old. What we're looking for, good value. Yep, value's way up on my list. Definitely integrity. I don't know what they've done with that bottle. It's mental, absolutely mental. But I need to hide the rest of it for a good 4 or 5 months. Mass. Let's say hello to Daniel Vermass. Hi, Daniel Vermass. Went up an octave there. Recently quit work. Oh, right, okay. Okay, so Mark quit. You were doing the oil rig stuff, weren't you, I think, Mark? Down in Newcastle, I think I remember. Yeah, damn, plenty of good drams below £50, and that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, and Greg's saying, yeah. Can't go wrong with the oldest Scottish single cask indie bottler, yeah. Going with that. Oh God. Whiskey friend retracted his message. Was it rude? Alan, was it? Alan, rude, huh? Cool. Right. As you're all here, I don't know how many people got in. How many people got in? A different screen. Last one, what was that? 15 people. That's brilliant. Thanks for coming in, guys. Right. Next month. So, 26th of February. So put that date in your diaries now. It's another Wednesday. I will be doing another live. And what it's going to be is this thing here. Mac. It's going to be a bit of a test. You know? We'll see if this concept works, but a new live stream. So, Mac. It's from McMira. It was gifted to me by McMira. And I thought the best thing I could do with it is give it to everyone. Now, it's been cleared for me to be able to do that. But what I want you to do is, if you would like a sample of this, please send me your address. Find me on Instagram or Twitter and direct message me, DM me with your address, and I will send you a sample. Then on the 26th of February, on that Wednesday, I'll do another live, and what we'll do is we'll do like a mass live tasting. How about that? So don't open it until then. But if you want it, let me know, and yeah, then we can all join in and we can all taste this. I won't taste it until that point as well, but we can all share this bottle and we can all drink it and taste it. I think Vin's recently done a review on it, but he said it's a good guard whiskey, so it doesn't sound too bad, but it'd be quite cool. So yeah, if you want to be in on that, just let me know and I will get a sample out for you. There'll be a cut off maybe like the week before for UK or something like that, and maybe a couple of weeks before for where else. But yeah, hopefully if you want to do that, we'll have a big live tasting event. Yeah, and it'd be quite cool, I think, because everybody can pitch in with their flavours and stuff like that. And I think one of my better ideas from my old noggin, I think. Let's get back to the chat. Mark saying it was gifted, he switched off on all channels. Sorry, Mark. I say gifted, they just gave it to me. Just been Spring Society, free polo shirt. Trainer. Great idea. Vim was quite pleased with the Mac. I do. Hopefully, I don't know whether it, yeah, hopefully it gets you. The tasting event would be cool. But yeah, I know it was free, but you know, I thought the best with free stuff is to give it out free. So that's my thing behind it. And if it works, it's more of a tester with that. I think if it works, I will definitely do it again. I will probably try and do like a live. I'm thinking, thinking future goals here, but 4 live tasting events a year, depending on how long I go on YouTube. But that would be, I think that'd be really good. And then at that point, yeah, it'd be. I think the one after this one will be something completely different, and definitely something I, will put budget into and things like that. So that'd be cool. And sub £50, so that'd be good. To do cool. Like that masala cask. It's still super sweet. But yeah. Right. Let's get this local barley. So Luna, this local barley that you sent me, stick that in my glass. Leave that in there, am I? Every last drop, remember? Cool. Right. So I definitely preferred this one to the other Springbank, the cask strength. Yeah, it's a good solid nose on it. Yeah, I would say there's a definite funkiness to that one, and yeah, it definitely reminds me of the Glen Scotias, which is obviously that Campbelltown thing, which is cool. Really like it. All right. Mm. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm searching for stuff, looking and exploring whiskies. It's been very interesting. You know, what am I looking for in whiskey? Still don't know really. I know that if I'm looking for sherry, I'm looking for big sherry bombs, not subtle stuff. I know if I'm looking for peat, that sort of thing, I'm possibly looking more of a peated whiskey, and then that is then sherried. So you're sort of getting the best, but you're getting both sides of it. And yeah, and then starting to really go into non-peated and non-sherried whiskey, which is very interesting in the development and their lightness and their fruitiness. Got more tropical notes and things like that come through. But it's been good. Wow, cool. So let's hit the chat. Yeah, I'm sorry for upsetting you, Mark. You're one of my favourite people. uh, so from free channel, gifted grams, distilleries. Oh, Andy Season. Hi, Andy. How are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, Greg's enjoying the peat and sherry, one of his favourite things recently. Whiskey's expensive hobby and YouTube channel cost you. Do it. Yeah, I mean, difficult, isn't it? I think gifting free stuff. I'm okay with it. It's not something that happens regularly. This is like what, the first time, I guess. Probably. So it's sort of semi recognition that you're doing well on YouTube. I mean, I'm not here for you know. Well, I am here for how sharing my journey with everyone. That's the main goal of my channel. Um, and sharing it. And the Mac it's not an expensive bottle by any means, I don't think, but um, it is what it is. I mean, if I was gifted a TV, I'd tell everybody it was a great TV because it might be a good TV. I don't think there's too much difference between that and a whiskey. I'm sorry, but much I can do about it now. I won't accept anything else, or tell you at least. Hmm. Yeah, very very pleasant that local barley. Yeah, Greg saying complex topic indeed. I prefer talking about it live. In fact, balanced point of view. Moment peated sherry. That sounds nice. Paul Gibbs. When did Paul? Did I miss out Paul Gibbs, or did I say hello at the beginning? I can't remember. Change and develop. Yeah, yeah. I mean that Hazelburn. What about changing and develop? That Hazelburn 14 or so was the neck pour was horrid on that. Really bad. I mean, I didn't like it at all. I was just oh. So I that got left, and then I tried it again. Damn, that just developed the hell out of it, out of itself. Really, really nice. Uh, yeah, cool. And then they just like hell. They'd never accept bottles. Yeah, because I mean, Ralphie doesn't take bottles, does he? And Roy clearly doesn't. Um, huh, funny. Some people never admitted that they took bottles, but then found out that they actually did. That's funny. Um, yeah, it's a difficult one. Yeah, that's yeah. I mean, it's. I'm not. I'm going to tell you if it's good or bad. There's no pressure on it. I think they're just trying to get their name out there. I mean, that's more just advertising, marketing, isn't it? No real skin off my back, and there's no real skin off their back. Yeah. Hmm. Not bad at all. Any great writers do that? Yeah, I mean, samples is another thing, isn't it? I mean, we're all sharing samples with each other. It's sort of free, I guess. It's is that not the same? I don't know. I mean, uh, it's very ethical, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. So I beg you saying he's got no problem with bottles gifted as long as you're honest with and upfront with it. Which I think is obviously what I can be. And I want to share it with you. I mean, that's what I thought. I thought, well, got it for got it for free. Might as well. Well, and in fact, it's going to cost me to send all the samples out for doing the thing. So, who else? Oh, we got Kevin Bryant in, even a little bit late to the party. Trying a dram of a gifted bottle of BNJ 8-year-old blend. That's right. Dom's whiskey only sometimes Chris sent samples twice and overhead. I just got Hazelwood 11-year-old. Did you never say that they get free stuff? I think I think Roy had a bottle. I'm sure I saw him with a bottle that just like turned up with no explanation how they got his address and things like that. And I think they done the same. He done the same thing, just shared it out. I think everyone. Pretty sure I remember that. Quote me if I'm wrong. Maybe I was dreaming. There you go. So yeah, if you want a sample of this, please drop me your address. I'm going to be sending one directly to you, Mark Slinger. Just because it's funny. Always not funny, but just because I want you to try it. It's not going to cost you anything, and you might like it. Yeah, drop me your address. That'd be good. So, what are you looking for? I mean, what are you looking for in this? Yeah, I seen. Yeah, after a trip down. Yeah. Andrew saying just send me the bottle. Andrew, you're in Australia. It's very, very difficult. Beggy, I know a few go all out for the gifted bottles. They tend to be bloggers. Yeah, and top whiskies. I don't want to bad mouth anyone, but I heard things about buying a lot of stuff in as such. Cool. Yeah. Anything else to add? I mean, what? Yeah. I definitely will, Mark. I definitely let you know it's gifted. It's again very very rare thing, once in a year. But yeah, I've made it. I've made it. People are sending me free stuff. It's great. Yeah, I think it. Yeah, it threw me. It threw me, Mark. That it's thrown me all over the place. I was in a good place going. Yeah. What are you looking for in whiskey? I think I've said all I needed to say about that. So yeah. I mean, is there anything? What are you guys drinking? Let's have a little round of if anybody's drinking. Not got a lot left on it. Rest of this bourbon one. Cool. So Paul Gibbs has got Springbank 12. Yeah, it's not great. It's all right. It's all right whiskey. You know, it's the Springbank's considered like the pinnacle. It's like the four square of whiskey in it stuff. But mm. Interesting. Yeah, that's a nice whiskey actually. So what you guys? Yeah, Paul's drinking that. No alcohol tonight. Got an Aaron tasting tomorrow. That's nice. Dom's drinking the Lakes. Daniel Mesk. Karen 8. All good. Doc's drinking nothing. Doc, with your massive amount of whiskey, still haven't seen. Surprises me, but it is a school night. Whiskey friend, it's okay if people say don't take them if you're doing 2 reviews a week, then that's a lot of whiskey to buy and open. Just saying. Who does 2 reviews a week? Using my excuse against me on my shame on you. I'd pour a coffee. Well, it is like morning for you. Our baggy's on a Hazelburn 12. Nice. Yeah, I'd like to go more because Hazelburn's the unpeated stuff, isn't it? From Spank. I saw there was a. It's in the Craft Whiskey Boys. Quite a new channel, but quite a lot of subscribers. Not as many. Some great production value on their vids. Really nice stuff. Yeah, he said Hazelburn was slightly peated, but I always thought it wasn't. I thought Hazelburn was unpeated, Springbank was slightly peated, and then Long Row was like the most peated, not as heavily peated as like some other stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've learned. I think. I'm really burpy for some reason. Apologies all. Whiskey friend, I do. Yeah, you're not getting married, are we? I don't have to. Was there vows happen? Was there? I don't remember vows being said. That's not right. I'm already married. Bailey Nicole Yarvi, 8-year-old. That sounds nice. I honestly don't know what that is, Kevin. My apologies. All right, Doc drinks 7 bottles per year. Wow, just 7. Incredible. Interesting. I feel that we didn't talk enough when I was in Germany. Gotta bend your ear more, I think. And then for the night, okay, Menno, good night, Menno. On board for the live tasting. Cool. Yeah, it's big times coming up, whiskey events wise. I got end of April. Oh no, end of February is going to be quite good. I've got an SMWS tasting. There's actually one in Brighton, surprisingly, and that's going to be interesting. That's on a Friday night. I put it on the Barflies group if anybody's interested and who's around this area. Yeah, and then that weekend is Oldham Rare as well. So I'm going on Sunday, I believe, for that. And then in April, I'm off to Limburg. Fly out on the Friday. Fly home on the Sunday. So I'm going to see quite a few of you guys there, I believe. Cool. So brilliant. I'm going to call it there, I think. Been a really good, interesting discussion. Thank you for all for joining. 17 watching, bloody hell. Really, guys, really good. Really pleased with that. Thank you very much. Yeah, quality over quantity. I listen to Ralphie. Yeah, don't agree. Yeah, I agree with that. Can't argue with that. Last minute thumbs up. Well, thank you, Luna. Mark Slinger, a big fan, and you keep it honest. Thank you, Mark. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Greg. Thanks, Dom. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, everyone else. Thanks for all coming along. Again, if you want sample, please let me know. Let me just do some magical transition-y things, and everyone, point at your screens. Point at them. can tell if you're pointing or not. Point it. That is the last drop.